You know what's crazy, bro?
Do tell.
I checked our notifications this week, right? We got us another message from the Dog Pound, man.
Oh, somebody called him.
Somebody's calling. We finally found us another follower that want to talk to us. Let's give her a round of applause.
Let's go.
This message is coming from the homie Star. Let's see what she has to say.
Let's go.
So it's been a few weeks since Davante Adams said that he wanted to be traded, right? Where do you think he should go, and where do you think he's gonna go?
Yo, that was actually a great question, bro. And the timing couldn't have been any better. Because
breaking news, my niggas.
If your girl been at any basketball players sitting on the sideline, what Drake say?
The New York Jets have just traded for the Davante Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. If I'm not mistaken, they traded him for an either second or a third round pick. It's a conventional trade.
Yeah, so it's definitely a third right now.
Right now it's a third.
Yeah.
So depending on how well he plays throughout the rest of this season, determines if it's going to be a second round pick for next year.
Are you surprised?
I can't say that I am. Well, actually, yeah, I am. Because
Okay.
honestly, I didn't think that he would want to go to the Jets.
Okay.
With all the turmoil and controversy they got going on out there in New York. And
Almost like an even trade, right?
in a sense, yeah, but my first concern was the rest of the receivers in that locker room.
For the Raiders or the Jets?
For the Jets.
Okay.
We're not even thinking about the Raiders
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
We just put the Raiders and the Cowboys in the same drawer. We're going to
Close
close that
it.
drawer. We're going to
Lock
lock it
that
up.
mother
We're going
love.
to drop it in the safe. And we're going to take it out to the middle of the ocean
Drop
and
it.
drop it.
Drop
We're going to
it.
sit out there to make sure it's safe.
Drop kick
You know what
it.
I'm saying? And we ain't going to worry about them no more.
Man.
But anyway, back to this. I'm just worried. Well, not really worried. I'm just curious to see how the receivers in that room are going to mesh. I mean, Garrett Wilson has started after last week. Garrett Wilson looked pretty good.
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, I'm sorry.
Got you.
Thank you, brother.
I got you. Players
Teamwork
mess
make
up.
the dream work.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, players fuck up. But anyway, he was looking pretty good last week, even though they lost to the Bills, which was actually expected.
Yep.
He played pretty well, so sky's the limit for him. But now there's a limit to him now because Davante Adams is coming to that locker room.
Oddly enough, being that you brought up the wide receiver core, that's going to change everything.
Yeah.
But to answer that question, I do feel like I think I gave it away when we did our AFC review early in the year.
Yeah.
I said before trade deadline he was going to be gone.
You did say that.
Now, I thought that he would have been best going to like Baltimore, where you have Zay Flowers and you have a Derrick Henry in the backfield and you got a Lamar Jackson and you see what Zay Flowers is doing. Could you imagine if he was on that?
Right.
Man, that'd be nasty. But
That's really what Baltimore missing is just that one
more receiver that just
like
takes
how
them over the
Dallas was
hump.
missing that one small thing in their offense.
Exactly.
Now it's a whole bunch of shit. that
Whole
they need.
bunch. But
again,
we ain't talking about
they're
that.
in the ocean. We're done talking about that.
But I'm not surprised at all that they traded him. As far as where he went, it was either going to be the Jets. Essentially, it was either going to be the Jets or the Saints, just because he really wanted to play with either or Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers. And honestly, I don't know why he made that decision to go there, because Aaron Rodgers is on his last
Was
leg
it really
anyway.
his decision to go there?
It
was
seemed
a
like
trade.
it.
It was a trade.
I mean, he has to approve that joint, though. You know what I mean? Like,
It's in his
I
contract
want
that he has
to
to approve the
say
trade?
I'll have to look it up, but I don't know if he had a no clause.
Because there's not too many people in the league that can determine where they're supposed to be traded.
Aw, man.
It's
That
a
man
business and it ain't their business.
That man would have probably sat out and been like, "Yeah, y'all gonna get
that
nothing."
is an option that he had.
That is
if
an
he wanted-
option.
If he wanted to pay that fine.
Well, he was
Hassan
hurt.
Reddick got to pay that fine.
He was hurt.
You're right.
So being that he was hurt, he could have got away with it. You
True
know what I'm
that,
saying?
true that.
So where he went, I'm not really.
Wait, he ain't hurt no more?
Nah, he ain't hurt no more.
He ain't
I
hurt no more?
guarantee you, he gonna come out there and ball out.
Yo, the funniest meme that I seen was that one of Willy Wonka falling, saying this is gonna be Davante Adams once he finally gets traded.
He gonna flip over.
He walking with his cane.
Man,
Then he rolls over and flips and just stands right up. He ain't injured no more.
man.
That's Davante Adams for sure.
I don't know why he made that decision to go there, just because, again, Aaron Rodgers is on his last leg. But we'll see how that works out, because the Jets always jetting. They always, speaking of the game last night, the refs literally tried to give them the game at the end.
Yeah.
They didn't even want that gift.
They
said, nah.
Field goals.
They said, nah, we're going to throw this interception.
And they played a good game.
Yes.
They really played a good
game. Brees Hall.
It was a good game on
Brees
both
Hall
sides
went
of the
crazy.
ball.
Brees Hall went crazy.
Yes, he did.
Honestly, Alan Lazard topped 100 yards.
Early.
Garrett Wilson topped 100 yards. Yeah. You know, but we'll get into that.
Hail Mary catch is pretty good, too.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Hey, cheers to a good episode, my boy.
Cheers to the show, my brother.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That come my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. By me. By me.
Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 7 of season 3 of the Dawg Money Podcast. I go by Money Marv, aka the Magnanimous. I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. And on the ones and twos, we got the boy Man's Brew.
Hey yo.
What it do, man?
Hey, man, blessed. That's all I can say. Blessed, for sure.
Every
Great
day
weekend.
above
How
ground,
was
my
your weekend, my brother, before we get started?
It was a roller coaster, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Made some money. Shout out to Keno.
Absolutely.
I went 4 out of 5 on Sunday.
Okay.
I went 5 out of 6 on Saturday.
Okay.
Keno means
I hit all my straights, though.
Okay.
So I ain't really tripping.
That's all that matters.
But when
You
I
walk
hit
away
that
with
Keno
some-
machine,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? I actually hit him again today for a couple hundred. God has been blessing me.
Yes, sir. Hey, we take all blessings.
I'm taking all blessings.
Take all blessings. Weekend for
sure
me
need it.
was chill, man. Zoe had a game. Cameron did not. And what did I do? Rest like a big dog.
Bro.
No work Friday. What did I do? Chill. Saturday, went to her game. Went home. Chill. Sunday, chill.
You ain't go to church?
No, I did not. Chilled.
I actually, I did miss church. However, my pops had a watch party at the house for the Raiders and Steelers game. And
Tell him he got to stop.
I tried to tell him,
Tell
bro.
him he got to
If
stop.
you think about it,
He got to stop.
every watch party that we've had in that house,
He got to stop.
we moved in that house in '98. Every watch party we had in that house where the Raiders were playing, the Raiders lost. That goes for the Super Bowl.
He got to
That go
stop.
for any regular season games and all playoff games. Stop inviting people to your house to watch this game.
Hey, you
He
know what?
probably kicked
And you know,
everybody out.
and you know
No.
what I will say? So my mother-in-law, you know, it would have been her birthday yesterday. And she's a Steelers fan. So if she was here, oh my goodness.
She wasn't gonna be invited. I just know
Well,
she celebrate hard.
She would have been talking mess to Janique. You know, she a Raiders fan. Terrible decision, just along with us. But
Hey,
we ain't gonna talk about them.
The
They
ocean.
they,
They
they
in
in
the
the bottom
ocean.
of the ocean. They in the bottom of the ocean. Outside of that, man, NFL injuries.
we did have a good time though. I don't want to act like it was a bad time for everybody.
You just got to tell him to stop.
we was kicking it with the church family too. So
Tell him to stop hosting.
I said, yeah, we could have did it at anybody's house.
Tell him to stop hosting.
Stop hosting Raider games.
Raiders game.
Cowboys wins every time I go over there and watch. So
Well, he can host.
he can host those.
Yes, yes.
But the Cowboys in the ocean right now.
Lock him up. Throw away the key.
You got it, my boy.
As far as the NFL injuries, we CMC still out. Derek Carr oblique. Nico Collins. I told you last week I needed you, man.
This
God
song
dog it up.
dedicated.
Just God.
the
Jonathan
homies.
Taylor. You too. It's your fault.
Hey, you had a nice little run. So what? He's not expressing it right now, but he's frustrated because he got removed from the Guillotine Fantasy Football League today. It was a good little run, bro. You lasted longer than you expected.
I did.
You did. Hey,
I thought I was going to have a little bit longer. But,
I'm not gonna pull one out, but I will cheers one with my boy, man.
yeah,
You had a good little run.
sure.
But I'm not going shopping on your roster because all the niggas hurt.
Yeah, good luck with guys. Enjoy. Nico Collins come back in maybe 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Jonathan Taylor, who knows?
A few more weeks.
You might want to grab him while he's down though.
Baker Mayfield
Because he might be. Yeah, Baker been cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a few guys on there, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew it was coming down to the end. You know what I did? Sabotage my roster. I don't care what y'all say.
I saw that.
Yeah. You ain't getting nobody off of me for free. They want to go hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody else that y'all don't want, and I know you don't want them. Good luck.
Though. Let's get into it. But where we leave off with the injuries?
We left off with Aiden Hutchinson. I think that might be the biggest injury.
You know what's crazy?
On this list?
I didn't watch the actual injury.
Me neither.
I didn't watch the game.
Me neither.
I heard that leg snap though. It was sick.
I was trying to go back and watch the video, but I don't know if I really want to watch it.
Since I know what the injury is, I don't want to watch it, so I'm good.
Man,
but I can watch it in real time.
I turned that game off.
I can't prepare myself to
in the
watch
first quarter.
Don't worry, I'm gonna post it right there so both of y'all can watch.
I'm not even gonna watch this episode. I'm gonna watch this episode, y'all.
But yeah, man. Outside of that, injuries, they keep happening to star players.
Devontae Adams still hurt.
Yeah, maybe. Aiden Hutchinson, I feel like that might be a bigger blow than what they expected.
Worst case
Detroit.
scenario, if you are the owner of the Lions, are you going after Max Crosby?
Yes. I think they're having a fire sale right now. Go after him.
Now's the perfect time.
This is the time.
Go get him.
Dang, that is a great. That's a great thought, my boy.
I told you,
I didn't even think
this
about
shit.
that.
I do
so
this.
you have Max Crosby, he was supposed to be hurt too, right? Did he play last week?
He played last week. He's gonna keep playing. He's just upset about what's going on in Vegas, and you can he won't out.
It's a fire sale.
Yeah, bro, go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Because honestly, the Lions have a good chance to be top dogs in the NFC. If you can name your top three in the NFC right now, I know this is off topic, but who would it be right now?
The same that I think I told you in the beginning when we was going through. Not in order.
Yeah,
but
no order.
Detroit, Green Bay, unfortunately the 49ers.
I'm going to have to go right now. I'm going to have to say Vikings.
Oh, man.
I'm going to have to say Lions. The Vikings. And I'm going to have to say the Buccaneers.
Ooh, forgot about the Buccaneers.
Yeah, they just seem.
You know what?
Those
Scratch
three teams
that.
seem a little bit more flawless
Lions,
than the other ones.
Green Bay still.
I'm knocking it. To win those games while Jordan Love was hurt was crazy.
Buccaneers. Yeah. I mean, you can't knock the 49ers. Brock Purdy played really great last week.
Yeah. But in the
event
that they have an injury, we can expect him to go back.
It could go backwards real quick. But you know them teams for sure. Yeah. Before we get into the bum of the week, you want to discuss the other trade?
Probably one of the best trades we've seen in a minute, though. Very quiet. Very demure.
Yeah.
Very cutesy. No, Amari Cooper just got traded to the Bills today.
Yes.
I said that's great.
So, question: Devontae Adams trade to the Jets, or Amari Cooper trade to the Bills?
Which was the better trade?
Which was the better trade, and which do you think will be more impactful on the season?
Amari Cooper to the Bills.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, you got to think what you just saw last night. Really, I feel like all the Bills was missing was a veteran player,
a big player
in that wide receiver room that can help mold them young fellas, and then also a big play. He's quietly always killing. And now you're going to pair him with Josh Allen?
Yeah, that's crazy, dog.
And he's an unselfish guy.
Very unselfish.
He's an unselfish guy, just wants to win.
Not a big ego, just want to win. Give me some stats.
Absolutely.
Give me the ball, of course.
Give me the stats.
But pay me.
Pay me.
Yeah, let's go out here and try to win this ball game.
Hey, shit. I think I'm more excited about that pick or that trade than Devontae.
Same.
I mean, we've seen it before. And I don't think that trade tips the Jets over the scale. It's just too much going on over there in that organization.
Yeah, and I really feel like Amari Cooper should still be in Dallas, but again,
man, we're gonna lock them up and keep them in the Bay. But who we going with bum of the week?
You know what? Okay, we got to pull them out.
Because we got to pull them back out to get there.
First off, I'm gonna say it's the whole Cowboys organization.
Let's start with Jerry Jones.
I'm putting 85% of it on Jerry Jones.
Nah, I'm putting 95.
I'm gonna go 85. Yesterday was his birthday. Or the other
95.
day. However, it's crazy how you just hop on the media and just talk very optimistic about what you see. Clearly, you are showing early signs of dementia.
He been showing dementia.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. There's no way you walk into this season with the roster that you have. Granted, say if everybody's still healthy, you don't walk into the season with any type of optimism thinking, okay, I'm going to win the division. I'm going to win the NFC.
No.
And we have a shot at going to the Super Bowl. There's no way a real fan of the sport or a fan of the Cowboys can honestly say that.
And we still had cap space to spend money.
Bro,
still got cap space.
You know who Jerry reminds me of? Dabo Swinney.
You know who he remind me of also? Who? Al Davis. This is the Raiders 2.0.
Yes.
Literally.
You got to get out your own way, man. You got to adjust with the times. There's nothing wrong with picking up a free agent.
Nothing.
Because you do it, but you do it to. Let me stop. I don't want to be frustrated.
Nah, we got to be frustrated right now. I'm tired of it.
That's too damn bad.
Cut the show. Cut the show.
Anyway, our first bum of the week is going to have to go to the Cowboys. On offense, we had, 224 yards passing. That's between two quarterbacks.
Let me interject. You know how many points Dak Prescott had on my bench?
2.
Was it 2? 3 points.
Yeah, 2 point something.
Literally 3 points on fantasy. Keep going,
Terrible.
man.
So yeah, passing, there was I forgot where I left off. 224 yards passing between him and Cooper Rush. 53 yards rushing between everybody that ran the ball. 5 turnovers, bro.
Pathetic.
5 turnovers, nigga. 2 interceptions by Dak, 1 interception by Cooper Rush. Turpin fumbled the ball, and whoever Flournoy is, he fumbled the ball. Both of them lost it. Like, come on, bro. Y'all can't expect to go out there and win ball games, let alone a division acting like this. I haven't even gotten to the defense.
Trash.
Defense gave up 47 points.
Trash.
A 40 burger.
40
We used to do that.
No, you know what was most embarrassing, and I just got to get this off my chest. The Lions played us as if we were a Pop Warner team. These fools played. These fools played in our faces, bro.
Yeah, bro. But you know what? We had it coming.
The big fella juked the homie, almost scored a touchdown. They called it back. He laughing. You know what they do? Let's try it again.
That's Dan Campbell, bro.
Man,
Bro, our defense gave up 47 points, 334 yards in the air, 185 on the ground.
don't even ask me about the Cowboys no more this season.
We don't have to talk about them motherfuckers no more.
You won't even see me with no Cowboys gear on the show no more this season. I will not. I'm tired of
I'm
it.
gonna hold you accountable too.
I'm tired of it.
But I do have one more bum of the week.
Yes.
Deshaun Watson. He got to earn his way off.
He's staying on this joint.
He got to earn it.
He's in purgatory at this point because they are having a fire sale.
They can't get rid of him.
They are that decision is a reason why they about to have a fire sale.
Yeah.
And they are stuck with him for 2 years.
Yo, and they did all that just to stir up controversy in their division. Bro, you just killed your whole franchise for at least the next 5 to 10 years.
Absolutely, because
there's no getting out of that.
This setback is setting you back. You might as well, if I'm any other team in the league right now, right? Amari Cooper gone, cool.
Yep.
Oh, y'all selling people. Let me go ahead and get Myles Garrett.
They can't wait.
Let me get him off your hands.
They can't wait for Nick Chubb to get
Denzel Ward.
Get him up out of here.
Let me get these fellas off your hands because at this point, I don't see that. Do they even win another game this season? Like, they might win 2 more games this season.
It might not.
And they might not.
They just got rid of their best wide receiver. Myles Garrett they shopping for him, bro.
They absolutely shopping for him.
You don't want to stay there.
Really quick, just because we here. The Browns, this is what this season now looks like for them. They face the Bengals on the 20th. Ravens, Chargers, who can beat them.
Yeah.
Saints,
Yeah.
Steelers. Broncos gonna mess around and beat them. The Saints again, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Dolphins, and they depleted, and they gonna beat them. And then the Ravens again. This season looks like if I'm giving them any wins left on this docket here. Only win, maybe 2 that I see. They can maybe, and that's a hard maybe, pull out a win against the Chargers, and maybe the Broncos. By that time, Bo Nix might be in his groove.
I can possibly see something happening with the Broncos, but them niggas better off coming to play Keno with me on the weekends. Deshaun Watson, come on, my boy, pull up a chair.
Hey,
I know
he
you
got
got some
the money.
stories to tell.
He got stories and got the money. Hey, come on with
Yeah,
it.
but those are our bums of the week.
So let's go to the dog of the week.
It's so funny, dog. I'm just going through stats. I'm going through highlights of this last weekend.
I watched the game actually.
The whole time, I'm like, who is this nigga?
I'm gonna be real. You know what's so funny? I'm sitting here looking over the show notes, right? And I'm like, dog of the week. Who did this fool put down for dog of the week? I said, Sean Tucker.
Who is this nigga?
I said, who is these?
Who is this nigga?
I said, TBB, Tampa. Oh, that was the running back that was killing when I was watching the game.
Balling this weekend, bro. Let me tell you.
I had no idea.
So our dog of the week is going to none other than Sean Tucker.
Cheers to you, my
running
boy.
back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me tell you what my boy had. My boy had 14 carries, right?
Cooking.
136 yards.
Cooking.
1 touchdown on the ground.
Cooking.
You see, he had 3 receptions for 56 yards. 1 touchdown on the
Cooking.
ground. I've never even heard of him.
You know what? His two touchdown probably was like plus 5,000, bro. It had to be,
Bro.
Maybe plus 10,000.
Had
Who
to
knows?
be.
It would have been crazy.
I look back into our fantasy league. He's not on anybody's roster.
No.
He
Why
hasn't
would
scored,
he
he
be?
hasn't scored a single point. But when you finally give him a shot and he do this, oh, y'all got something. All the Buccaneers got something.
Hey, shout out to the
Shout
Buccaneers.
out to Sean Tucker, man.
Shout out to Sean Tucker.
I don't know
Shout
who
out to
you
the
is,
Buccaneers.
brother. I'm finna start paying
Yes,
attention
sir.
now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of that game, we put out that Mike Evans prop.
Oh,
Bro, I'm watching this game. They didn't even target my boy into the end zone.
no.
I'm
Nowhere on their side of the field did they give him the ball.
You had everybody else scoring, but you don't give it to him. I said, you know what? Oh, y'all setting that up. Y'all playing games right now.
They playing at the
because
crib
they play
this week,
home
ain't
this week. Why wouldn't you want to break a record in front of your home team?
Oh,
You
and they
Mr.
play-
Buccaneer right now. That's what they see him
They
as,
got the
Mr.
Monday
Buccaneer.
night game versus the Ravens
Exactly.
at the crib.
Exactly. So he might go for 2 this week.
Yeah, he might go for 2.
He might go for 2 this week.
We'll come back to that once
We'll
we
come
do
back.
our
We'll come back to
contest.
that. Before we go there, do you have any takeaways before we get into the main topic? Any takeaways from this past weekend games?
I'd like to take away that game we played versus the Lions.
Take it away. Take it off the calendar. Throw it away.
rid of
Don't
it.
even try again because it's going to be the same outcome.
Yeah.
Take that away.
Yeah, I just want to erase that
For
from
sure.
my memory.
What I will say is, if I'm Breece Hall of the New York Jets, and I gave you plus 100 on the ground and 46 receiving, and you don't even give me a chance to score a touchdown,
Yeah, that was crazy.
I am pissed.
They gave it to the young boy.
Why would you put him in the game to take away this man's hard-earned work to get a touchdown?
Have we seen him in the red zone at all this year?
Breece Hall?
Yeah.
Twice, I think.
No end zone, though.
No, I think he's been in the end zone twice. My bad.
I'm talking about just in
But
the red
in the
zone.
red zone, barely. They always put Allen in.
When you think about it, you got to also think about the schemes that they have. Not every running back is really built for the red zone.
Man, give that man the red zone.
I agree with you. They probably didn't have a package for it.
That to me, because you say that, if they don't have a pack, that I told y'all in the chat, I said Breece Hall has to show out tonight because of who they was playing against.
Right.
However, he is your best weapon on the field. And he showed it again.
He a Swiss Army knife.
Why wouldn't you give him the ball to score a touchdown? You better use him like they use
let me
Alvin
see.
Kamara and the Saints.
They scored one with Allen. They scored the Hail Mary.
Yep. Lazard.
That was
No,
that was the
Wilson
Hail
got
Mary.
one.
Okay, so that was
Lazard.
the third one.
Wilson
No,
got
they didn't
one.
get 3 touchdowns.
I think Wilson got one for sure. Lazard. And that's it.
Maybe Braylon Allen got his call back. His got called back.
His got called back because of Tyron.
Smith. Ooh.
Yeah, because of Tyron.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that could have won the game. Speaking of, they threw it away anyway. Yeah. However, outside of that, I don't really have any other takeaways from this weekend. It was a pretty good slate. Still waiting on the big win. That's all. That's it. Yeah. I think you're starting to now see it's a little bit different this year, it feels like, when you're talking about a betting perspective, right? NFL has been wild, you know.
Yeah, so here's my advice. If you feel like it's supposed to happen, it ain't.
It ain't.
Don't put your money on what's supposed to happen.
What I will say is week 7, right? It feels like now the last 2 seasons, it's about week 7 to week 8 when you start seeing that hill where people like, all right, cool, let's make these, you know, and maybe Vegas is like, all right, we'll have a little bit of mercy on you. Mm-hmm. We won't make the calls like we usually been making.
So what you're saying is safe to start betting against the Chiefs now?
Let's speak of that real quick.
Let's get to it. I'll pull up the schedule.
Patrick Mahomes, right now, still the front runner for MVP.
How? If I'm giving anybody in that organization MVP, I'm giving it to the head coach.
So if we talking about, yeah, absolutely. If we talking about MVP right now, right? Yeah, who would you give the MVP to? I'm talking about just across the board.
There's
right
a few
now.
People, bro. I don't have a
give me
person.
Give me like your top 3 that's on your radar right now.
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Sam Darnold.
Okay.
And Derrick Henry.
Okay. I think Sam Darnold for sure would be. Do they have like a most improved up in NFL or something like that?
They'll get a comeback player or something like that.
I mean, but do he technically fall under the comeback?
Yeah.
I mean, if he
he hasn't finished the season since he's been in the league.
Okay, so if he falls under the comeback player,
and he's on a brand new team
right now, he is definitely in the front runner.
Yeah.
Now, as far as MVP race, I absolutely agree with you. Baker Mayfield got to be in there.
He has to be in the conversation.
Right now, Sam Darnold technically got to be in that conversation. I mean, what he's doing with that team, you didn't expect. Nobody expected.
Or what that team doing with him.
Nobody expected.
He just stepped in.
Nobody expected.
Just don't mess up, brother.
And I would say, too, Lamar Jackson has to be on that list, bro. Like,
yeah,
he has to be on. He has to be on that list. And I think at this rate right now, to me, yes. AFC wise, the Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated, and they are in the league of that AFC. But if I'm going to give that AFC, you know, right now to anybody, Baltimore.
Yeah,
I feel like last week, I think that'll be the one takeaway that we discussed last week, where I mentioned
they were only half a shoe size away from losing that to Baltimore.
Yeah, true. And what I will say is that last week, what did we mention? Or maybe I mentioned that the Ravens had to play a complete game, right? They figured out what to do with Derrick Henry. They figured out how to utilize Lamar Jackson. And now you figured out offensively how to get the ball downfield. Lamar Jackson had over 300 yards passing this game.
To like 6 different receivers, too. He's shipping that ball out.
Over 300. And then your defense came and played because Washington ain't no slumps, bro. They ain't no chumps.
No, that wasn't an easy game for neither one of them to win.
That was not an easy game.
And it's time for us to start giving the Commanders their flowers, dog. No. I've been giving them shit for a minute since RG3.
Yes.
They got my respect.
They got my respect for sure.
They got my respect.
I've always liked Jaden Daniels. However,
yeah,
what he's doing with this team and what Dan Quinn is doing with this team, man.
I actually had an argument. Well, it wasn't really an argument with the homies in the group chat, but they pointed out the fact that I wasn't big on Jaden Daniels, and I admit I was not.
Okay.
I was not, bro. He's small.
I think we had that disagreement last year, right? When we were going over the
my thing was no, I was never denying.
Oh no, not Heisman. I'm sorry, first draft pick.
My thing was just him being successful in the league because again he's a small quarterback, and he's not really smart when it comes to taking hits, and that changed.
Yeah,
because it had to change, or he wasn't gonna survive.
He was gonna be blasted out of the screen.
Look at Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
he can't slide. Look where his ass is. Hurt.
Hey,
hurt.
And you know what?
Again?
You know what? Speaking of that, before we get into the main topic, speaking of that, like you said, and I hate to say it because I had so much hope for Anthony Richardson.
I did too.
His injury history right now, on top of his lack of playing time, on top of when he gets in the game and he actually plays, he's been making terrible decisions. On top of Joe Flacco is just cooking.
Yeah.
You would be foolish to me right now. You would be foolish to sit Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
And say, hey, we're going to give Anthony Richardson the keys back. Why?
Hey,
your receivers are thriving.
What I tell you last
The
year.
run game is going to be thriving. Like, you would be foolish. I would say, hey, if anything, let him sit behind Joe Flacco, who is a Super Bowl winning champion.
And learn.
And learn.
Learn.
Let this man say, if Joe Flacco want to stay another year after this, let him stay.
He probably can.
He
Probably can, bro.
let him stay another year because you got a lot of learning to do, man. And that's no knock. But again,
like I say, he couldn't pass.
Yeah, and it's showing.
Yeah, and I hate to say it,
it's showing.
I said it last year.
He has the arm talent.
That's just gonna get lost in the system, bro.
He has the arm talent, but
I hope he can turn his career around like Sam Darnold has.
Man, he's gonna have to go to the Vikings or something because
he just got to go somewhere where they can teach him how to throw the ball and be an NFL quarterback because he didn't get that in the SEC.
No, he didn't.
He was just a physical quarterback.
That and he should have stayed another year. Really, what it was.
Yeah,
it was too early. We said that
he should have went to the damn Vegas Bowl when I came out there to see him play specific.
So you said that's.
I'm still mad about that.
Cursed. What's that movie?
Who put the curse on Kevin
Courtney,
Durant?
what's that movie? Cursed.
Oh, base God. It's the base God curse. No, man, I do want him to do better, bro. I just don't see it happening. Not right now.
Not at all. So we're going to roll over really quick into the games on the slate. We have the Broncos at the Saints this Thursday, today is Tuesday. So this Thursday, the Broncos at the Saints. Line right now, -2.5 Broncos. Total, over under 37.5. Wow. The Broncos are favorite?
Yeah.
Going into New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay. The Lions at the Vikings. Vikings -2.5 right now. 49.5 is the over under. And then you have Monday, the Ravens at the Bucks. -3.5 Ravens. Total over under 47.5. So let's start off first with Thursday's game, Broncos and the Saints. What are you expecting from this particular game?
I'm expecting to get some of that dog money on Thursday. I like the Saints to go out there and win this ball game at the crib.
That's surprising.
Even with
Spencer Rattler? Yeah.
You know I don't like him, right?
Yeah, I know.
But
back to the OU days for
I'll
you.
bet on him against the Broncos. He actually looked pretty good last week. He looked pretty good last week.
Yeah. I will say,
Pause.
I mean, when you're looking across the board, right? I think the common denominator would be the playmakers on each side of the ball.
Yeah.
Right? You have two rookie quarterbacks, same class, two rookie quarterbacks. That's already a wash, right? Now, on the running back side, you got Alvin Kamara in New Orleans. Who do you have in Denver? I don't even know.
I forget his name. Do it better.
What do you think? Then you have on the Saints, if Chris Olave is not out with a concussion, you still got Chris Olave. You got Rashid Shaheed. Spencer Rattler, he likes to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
So that fits for him. You still have Jawan Johnson. And now you got the defense. Like the Broncos, they are being carried by their defense pretty much. Last game, they didn't show it at all. But how are they 2.5 favorites going into New Orleans? I don't know. I don't know.
But
on a short week,
I know where I'm going.
I know where I'm going.
Saints money line.
Dog money. That's for sure. That's for sure. Would you take the over or under? 37.5.
Honestly, bro, I can't bet the under when it's that low no more. I have to go over.
Yeah, 37.5.
Yeah, I'm not going to, but if I had to bet on that,
if you had to bet it, you're taking the over.
I'm not betting it,
but we're not taking the over. I'll take that money line on that.
Yeah, I'm
Saints
taking that money
That's
line.
crazy.
I'm gonna sprinkle something on the +2.5.
Yeah, that's a given. Now, as far as Sunday's game, we got the Lions and the Vikings. This should be an exciting game. Although Aiden Hutchinson would have made a big difference coming off that edge.
Yeah, man.
But this still, through and through, should be an exciting game. You're talking about the three-headed monster in this particular division that's also tops in the league right now, NFC-wise.
Yeah.
You got the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers. This game is going to be pivotal. Somebody got to win this game, and it's going to be important in this particular conference.
I think it's going to be the home team, man.
You taking the Vikings? You think the Vikings win again?
I do. Off
Yeah.
the bye week,
Ooh.
they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this.
They have had
Healthy.
2 weeks to prepare.
They just lost their best pass rusher. And I feel like the Lions can still have their way in the running game.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff going to have to pass his ass off this week.
Yeah. I've been going against the Vikings a little bit because I'm just like, at some point you got to lose.
After the Niners game, I haven't bet against them yet.
At some point you got to lose.
No, you're right.
And I'm going to say, this might be the week they're going to lose.
Yeah.
This might be the week they're going to lose.
You want to bet me?
Yeah, we can bet. What we betting?
I don't know. Let's bet $5. Something simple.
Okay.
Vikings money line.
Vikings money line?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's
Detroit,
bet.
for sure. So I'll be going against that, and I'll take that dog money on that too.
How about if the Lions win, you take my spot in the guillotine league?
I don't want the ownership though.
I'm just trying to give up the ownership.
So no,
I don't want to be the GM or the commissioner.
No, thank you. No, thank you. You can keep that. You can keep that. But -2.5. Is there anybody that you think? And this is early. We're still trying to work out logistics on where we can do our prop bets videos. But is there anybody early right now on your radar that you think may go off?
Of course, I'm gonna have to say Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely.
I'm always gonna say David Montgomery touchdown, and I'll live and die on that hill, bro.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
2 last week.
I don't care who they play or who I'm betting on.
You've been consistent with that.
Yeah.
You've been consistent with
In
that.
the weeks where I don't say it, he don't score.
So you're saying it this week?
Yeah, he gonna get him another one.
He getting him another one.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see
I don't
it.
see him getting 2.
Now, 49.5 over under. Think this game gonna be that high?
A wise man would take the under but buy it up some, because with that running game, the Lions are gonna eat up a lot of clock. Bro.
Absolutely.
They're gonna eat up a lot of clock, and I think their best strategy would probably be to keep Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson off the field as long as they can.
Yeah.
So yeah, a betting man will say take this under,
Take the under.
but a wise man can know that at any given moment,
It can flip
33-36
right now.
final.
It
You know what I'm
can
saying?
flip right now. Yeah, I like it.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. But I'm rolling with the Lions this week on that one. We definitely on the same page with the Saints. Now we'll finish off with that Monday night game, Ravens and Bucks. This is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
You got two teams that's technically rolling now.
Rolling.
They rolling now. Baker Mayfield is, tops in the league right now. He's showing, and again, I remember saying this a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, where people are starting to believe in him again, fans-wise. They're starting to actually
And I love
be
that for
excited.
him, though.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that for him,
It's
man.
almost like he finally sat down and matured a
He
little
had to
bit
get his
and
little
just
ass
said,
whooping though.
let me be this guy.
I wish that they would have
Put them Hulu commercials away.
I wish Johnny Manziel would have took the same ass whooping that Baker Mayfield took
Yeah,
to get where he is right now.
yeah.
But you know,
He ain't want it.
He ain't want it.
He ain't want it. But we got the Ravens at the Bucks. Lamar Jackson versus Baker Mayfield. You have Mike Evans. Need that one touchdown to get to that 100.
Mm-hmm.
He's at home. It happens this week. He might get 2.
Yeah.
I can see it. You ain't no way that you don't target him at home. Prime time.
For a touchdown 100
at home.
and 101.
Prime time.
Monday night.
Prime time. It's prime time, baby. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no
boy.
way. Ain't no way. So
Who you think winning that ball game?
bro, I'm a man.
Yeah.
That's
Right? Hey.
that's tough.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
told
be
you.
real with you. I'm looking at it.
Buccaneers are
my,
tough.
my brain says, right? My mind and my brain says
Immediately says
the Ravens. -3.5.
The
But for
Bucks are
some
gonna
reason,
scare you.
that 3.5, I absolutely take the Bucks on the +3.5.
Yeah, immediately.
Give me them points for sure. But that Dog money just.
I wouldn't play with the dog money here. I think the smartest play would be the plus 3.5.
Absolutely.
Knowing that the Bucks can really go out and win this ball game.
Yes.
I think the plus 3.5 is the safest bet. So far, Ravens have won all the tough games by 3 or lost it by,
2, 3.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I think the Ravens come out on top. I don't think it's by like a landslide or anything like that. It's going to be a lot closer than what we would anticipate.
Again, my mind and I guess you'd say my brain just says Ravens.
I know one thing.
It's too much. But the Bucks plus 3.5, give it to me. There go them Jets again.
Goddamn Jets.
They hate us talking about them. I swear, bro. But I will say for sure, give me that 3.5.
Yeah, I like the 3.5.
Bucks.
Whatever the over is, give it to me.
You think?
Yeah.
47.5?
At least for the second half.
Okay.
I feel like first half going to be tough. They're going to be like testing the water a little bit, so they might get off to a little slow start.
Okay.
Or Derrick Henry can just take the first one out the gate for 90 yards and go for a touchdown. Who knows?
Okay.
I like the over, though. That's 47.5. I like it.
I like it. So right now, we odds at the Saints and the Bucks. I don't know, man. I'm still kind of I'm at war. I probably won't really know where I will go with this game, this Ravens and the Bucks, until Saturday night, to be real with you. Yeah. But plus 3.5
right
for sure, you can give me
I'm
that.
sitting at 3.5.
You can give me that right now.
It might be smart to take that today.
Yeah.
Because I don't see this sitting at 3.5.
Nah, by the time the game starts, it's gonna be at 2.5.
They won't put a game like this at 2.5 though.
No.
Nah, they're definitely gonna have to bump it up to like 4.5, maybe 5.
You think?
I don't see it getting no lower than this. But this is enough.
Yeah,
enough
if
right
it
here.
go up to 5.5, absolutely give me the plus 3.
If it go up to 5.5, I'm taking Bucks money line.
No, absolutely. Nah, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, so I mean that's it for that.
But I don't see it getting smaller than 3.5 though.
We've been getting cooked on our anytime touchdowns
by one touchdown.
By one every week. It never fails.
Might be
However,
a good thing that we didn't put it in last week though. Yeah. We forgot. Life be lifing.
However, this week is gonna be the week.
It's gonna be different.
Lucky number 7, right? Week 7.
Yeah, I feel like
episode 7.
I feel like we should add a fourth for
week 7, episode 7. Lucky number 7.
Add a fourth.
Add a fourth.
Add a fourth.
All right, cool. Let's do it. All right, so man, Drew, you got your player? No. All right, cool. Marv.
Every week, Derrick Henry.
Every week, Derrick Henry.
Every week.
Times 2.
What'd he do last week?
Give me 2 of them things.
2 of them.
Give me 2 of them things.
Hey, y'all know who I'm rolling with.
Who you rolling with?
Derrick Henry.
Every week.
You can't take him too. We got to have somebody else, dog. Come on, dog. I'm going to let you ponder on that real quick.
Yeah, I got the fourth one if y'all want to hear it already.
Give me the fourth one.
So the second one for me, David Montgomery.
Of course.
Let me get it. Let me get that.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause. That sounds a little weird.
Okay.
I'm doing a flag on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Derrick Henry. I like David Montgomery. Both getting the end zone this week.
I'm going to say Mike Evans, bro.
Yeah.
He got to get that 100.
He got to get that 100 this week.
He got to get that 100. You at home?
He got to get that 100.
Give me that 100. Shoot. T. Higgins.
I don't know, man.
Man, they playing the Browns.
They are. They all might get a touchdown.
Shit, Joe Burrow might have another 5-touchdown game.
What did he get? A 47-yard touchdown last week? Joe Burrow on the ground?
Yes.
47? I thought that was hilarious. And I actually started him last week.
The boy was scooting.
Yeah, he was scooting. Yeah, so
but yeah, for sure for me, Mike Evans. But I do like that T. Higgins. Like that just stood out to me.
Okay.
Wow. Chase, yeah, Jamar Chase got 5.
So we gonna go Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Derrick Henry, David Montgomery?
I mean, shoot. Jamar Chase on the board too, though.
So is Justin Jefferson.
So is Justin Jefferson. You know what? Let's
so
go
is
somebody.
Alvin Kamara.
So is Bijan Robinson.
Who the Falcons got?
They play the Seahawks. It's gonna be a lot of scoring in that game.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of yards in that game.
I need DK Metcalf to get busy this week, too.
It's going to be a lot of scoring in that game.
Let's add DK to the list.
Add DK?
Let's add DK to the list.
Okay, so we're going DK.
He dropped 3 or dropped 2 last week.
Okay. So we got DK. We got Mike Evans. Mm-hmm. We got Derrick Henry.
Every week!
Whoa! Mandrew, who you got? One more. We're missing one more. He want to go 4. Who you got?
Boy, I thought we just announced 4.
Good too.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
The dogs got me.
The
The dogs got me.
I thought it was a goddamn
Mike Evans.
Jets.
Mike Evans. Derrick Henry. DK Metcalf. Who was the 4th?
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. Man, yeah. I mean,
You need to leave that daddy juice alone.
this high quality H2O. Man,
Please explain to them what daddy juice is.
high quality H2O. Outside of that, man, hey, if we hit, you hit. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Tell a friend and tell 10.
That Dawg Money is in.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Cheers to another episode. Good job,
Yes,
my boy.
sir, my brother.
Thanks
Peace.
for listening. We'll get at y'all next week. Peace.
Love y'all.
I had to change the outro on the fly.
What's that you listening to? That's Dawg Money by the podcast on the iPhone or the iPad. Swear it got me in my zone. Please leave me alone so I can catch up on my flight back. Takes 18, no plan B. Get it to